Hello, welcome to Creative Crafting by Katie. I am going to make a wreath. This is going to go on a memorial wreath for my parents. So I'm just picking some random things that I think that my parents would like, and I'm just kind of guesstimating on the length of the ribbon based off of what you think you're going to need for the size wreath that you have. This is about 13 inches, so this is going to be my back piece. I'm just going to fold this several times. Let's see, so you want to have the equal amounts of loops on each side, so you have equal ribbon loops on each side. Makes sense, right? So I'm going to do 5, I think, on this, and just go back and recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my. Okay, so then I like to come over the halfway mark and just cut it. I'm just going to use a pipe cleaner for this because it helps for me to twist it on the wreath. And then this one here, I'm going to come in with some plaid, and I'm just going to make that just a little bit shorter than the one underneath, and do the same thing. Wrap it several times, and however many loops you want is how many times you're going to wrap it. Okay, it's 5 again there, and then we will use some tails as well, so don't go too far with the little bolts. And then I have a solid, and the solid's going on the top because it's thinner in width, and that's just where I want to put it. So I'm going to kind of measure again a little bit shorter than the one below that. That allows the stuff to kind of peek through the other, peek from behind, and that's all. So 2. And I'm going to do 4 on that. Cut it down like that, and then we have that. So let's grab some tails for it. These wreaths are not very big, so I won't need a tremendously long piece of them, but I do like to put, if I have it, I do like to put all of the ribbon that I've put in my bow inside my tail. So again, you see how I'm just randomly doing this. I'm not measuring any of this. If you want to get into that or do that, that's a personal preference. Knock your socks off, right? Okay, so a good way to know if you've got your center point is to just take this and kind of fold it in half, and you'll know where you are for your center point. I'm just going to grab a pipe cleaner. You can also use floral wire or a zip tie. I just like to use this because then I can easily take this and wrap the extra pipe cleaner that I have around my wreath. And if you were putting it on a wreath that needed it to have a little hook, it all works. You can use this for the little hook too. Okay, so like you could go like this with the pipe cleaner and have yourself a little loop in there, and allow you see how that works? It allows you to now have a little hoop there for you to hook it on whatever it is that you're hooking on. All right, let me just pull my tails down like that, and then I just start from the back, and every other just come out with, the loops. Pull it like this, and then start with the next layer. And there's so many ways you can make bows. This is just how I like to do it. I find it easy. It's just works for me. So y'all can do it any way you want, but I just thought, let me put this out here. It might be a new way for somebody. Maybe it's simpler for you. Sometimes making bows can be a pretty difficult thing for some people. I had the hardest time making bows ever. And after my mom passed away, who was the one that would make them for me when I would be doing craft shows and stuff, if I needed some kind of a ribbon, I would ask her to help me And I think this is pretty much how she did it as well, if I'm not mistaken. And so it works for me. And that's what you got to do, is just find what works for you. As long as the end result is what you're looking for, who cares what the process is, right? So, again, this might be helpful. I don't have to have another plastic tool laying around to make anything with. You get what I mean? I don't need another bow maker or any of that stuff. So then you just come in here and play with it. You know you're gonna have to play with it a million times, because you're gonna put it on your wreath, and you're gonna need to do that after, you know what I mean? It just mashes down. So yeah, that's how I like to make my wreaths, or I'm sorry, for my wreaths, how I like to make my ribbons. And then you've got your tails here, so you can dovetail them, put them on an angle, whatever you prefer. I will show you a picture of it on the wreath, and when it's all finished, I'll probably add some berries and pine cones to it just to spice it up a little bit. And this, I always make the memorial wreaths for my parents, and this is just, I believe this one I'm gonna do for my dad. And I have another one here that's already cut and folded, so I will show you that one and see how it mashed down, because I turned it over. So you just got to keep playing with it, and you'll get it right once you get it on your wreath. Then you can really worry about it. Again, I'm going to show you guys pictures of all of this. I did this one here for my mom. So we've got this pretty gingham, a Santa, and this one here. So this is going to be my tails. And again, a pipe cleaner. The only thing I don't like about zip ties is you don't really have a way to connect it unless you've already are zip tying it to the wreath, but it's just not the way I like to do it. So make sure you got it centered too before you start getting too crazy with twisting. You can just twist it like that, and then we'll come in here and make, and if this wasn't long enough, you could add to this pipe cleaner. We'll make a little hook here. You know how they have those memorial stands? That's what these will go on. And if I need this to help secure it down, because it is in an open area, and so they do get a lot of wind going through there. It's on closer to a fence line along a fairly busy road, so just gets the wind a whipping. So I just thought I would show you this one here real quick, since I had already had it cut, and we just basically have to fluff it, pull it apart here. So it's just going to show you another style of patterns and how you can do it. I honestly don't remember how many loops I did on this. It looks like I only did 4 on each layer, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be nice and full. So this turns out super cute because these patterns are adorable together. And again, we just have to work with it. If you get your tails out of the way, you can kind of see really where it needs to go. But again, you got to fuss with it once you get it on your wreath or surface, whatever you're doing. I even have one for my Christmas tree this year, so maybe I will post a picture of that as well. And then again, dovetail or put it on an angle, however you like to do your ends. And just trying to see if I can get this here and make it like I'm holding the bouquet here, but it's just not working for me. Okay, so yeah, it's just not working for me. So I will get pictures of both of these, and I will place it here at the end of this video, so stay tuned to see how cute it looks on the wreaths when they're finished. Y'all, thank you so much, and you have a great day. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that.